Hello everyone, I'm here to help show you how to assemble a Purific Ecology water purifier. First we're going to unpack the box, take out the unit. You have the lid for the unit. The instruction manual. The nuts for the filters and the faucet for the main reservoir, the magnetic field and infrared technology disc, the upper reservoir. Take the protective wrapping off of it now. Remove the filters from the main reservoir. Box to the side. I'm going to take off the bubble wrap protection from there. This is the base. You can take the base and just set that down. And then take the plastic wrapping off the main reservoir. Next we're going to take the filters we've unwrapped from the packaging, and we're going to take each filter and we're going to place it in the container upside down. Put the first filter in there, and then take the second filter and place that in the container also. Then we're going to take a pitcher and take the pitcher full of water and cover the filters. About an inch above the filters is sufficient. And then what we're going to do is take that container and place it to the side while we assemble the rest of the unit. Next we're going to put the faucet on the main reservoir. There's a nut on the end of the faucet. You want to take that off the faucet, and then you're going to notice that there's two washers. One washer is a large transparent washer that's against the neck of this faucet. And you're going to notice that there's a white washer that's smaller. It looks like that. Okay, the faucet and the large transparent washer, make sure that washer is tight against the faucet neck, and you're going to put that in the main reservoir. It usually slides right in. And then you take the white washer and put the white washer on the end of the faucet inside the main reservoir. And you're going to attach the nut and start that and screw that onto the faucet. Just make it finger tight. It doesn't have to be, you don't want to over tighten it. Just want to make it snug so that there's no leaks when you put water in it. Okay, so there it is. There's the faucet. It's in the reservoir, and we place it on the base. Next we're going to clean the unit. We're going to take a sponge and some mild dish detergent. Just put some on the sponge, a damp sponge. And what you're going to do is just clean all around the unit, inside and out. I would rinse the outside of the unit and rinse the inside, okay? And then you're going to dry the outside of the unit. Don't dry the inside of the unit because it'll just help to put germs and bacteria in there. So after you've done that, you can put it on the base. And then you're going to take the magnetic field infrared technology disc, and you're going to do the same. Just take some dish detergent, wash both sides of it, rinse it under clean water. Okay, and you're going to place that into the bottom of the main reservoir. Next we're going to put together the upper reservoir. You have the filter holders that you received, and you want to take the nuts off of them. And you're going to notice that there's a washer, there's a white washer. You want to make sure that's seated correctly on the filter holder. Also on the filter holder are two lugs. And you want to make sure that those two lugs fit into the holes on the upper container. And then you're going to attach the nut. Just finger tight is fine, just make it snug, just so that there's no leaks. Take the other one off again. Take the nut off the filter holder. Make sure that the washer is seated correctly. And you're going to line up those lugs with the holes in the upper container. And just make it snug. And that's how the upper container should look. Now that we have the upper reservoir assembled, what you're going to do is take a clean, damp sponge, like we did before, put some dish liquid on it, and you're going to clean the inside of the upper reservoir, clean the outside, and then you're going to rinse it, get it clean, rinse it in the sink under clear water, all right, and then you're going to be ready to put on the filters. If you remember, we had the filters soaking before in a container, so they should be nice and saturated right now. You're going to take them out, and you're going to notice there's a washer. There's a white washer inside the filter. All you want to do is take your finger and push down on that and make sure that it's seated correctly. And then it's just a matter of taking the filter and screwing it onto the filter holder. Goes pretty easily. Just want to make it snug. Take out the other one out of the water. Make sure you push that washer into the filter that's in there. And the same thing, you're going to just screw that onto the filter holder. Remove this container full of water. Just going to put it to the side. So now you have the upper reservoir and the filters are attached. And what you can do is go over a sink and take some water, put some water in a pitcher, and pour the water into the upper reservoir. Just enough so that it's above the filter holders. And then you want to make sure that the water is flowing through the filters and not around the nuts, okay? Because you want to make sure that all your water is being filtered. So after that test, if everything is fine, okay, you're going to take this upper reservoir and you're going to put it into the main reservoir. Now it's time to get fresh water from the sink, from your tap, and you're going to fill up the upper reservoir and you're going to fill the main reservoir. You always want to keep water in the water purifier, in the Purific water purifier. After you filled it up, put the lid on, and you're going to discard the first 1 gallon, 1.5 gallons, just in case there's any loose carbon that came out of the filters. You want to make sure that that's just discarded. And then enjoy your healthy, Purific, clean, purified water.